Thanks to the support as a channel member, Todd Thomas. Oh, folks, I was not kidding in the last episode when I said that result at Alfreton was going to be crucial. It was the turning point of the series, and it has been. We've played 6 games since then. We've won 5 of them. We've drawn the other 7 games unbeaten. We actually could sneak up into the playoffs if we carry on in the crazy form we're currently in. Hello, welcome to part 15 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have 2 games for you in the National League North. We're at home against Chorley and away against Nantwich. But more important than that, we're in the top half of the table. Look at us. It's beautiful. I mentioned on the intro, form has been incredible since Alfreton, and it really, really has. And to be fair, form had been picking up before that anyway. I mentioned, the plan all along was as soon as dynamics started to swing in our direction, I was really, really confident that this group of players was a significant upgrade on the group of players we had before. I know there was a few of you who were a little bit iffy about that in the comments section off the back of the transfer window. I saw a few comments of people saying, I don't know that this squad is any better than the squad you had before. I knew it was. I was certain it was. We just needed team cohesion to settle in. We needed some players to step up and be a little bit more influential in the dressing room. I mean, we've still not had anyone step up to be a highly influential player. I think that's probably the missing piece of the puzzle now. We need someone here to step up or to bring someone in over the summer who's got a bit more of experience, who can lead us to whatever glory is defined as at that point, because we don't know what league we're going to be in. I mean, it's quite likely we're going to be in this league still, although we have played very, very well. You can see we've had win after win after win. We had a little bit of a glitch at home against Ashton United, but played ourselves back into form again during a 2-week break with a little fitness friendly against some guy called Graham. Bless him, he lost 4-0. And then just carried on winning. We beat Fylde away from home on this run, top of the table Fylde. We have been playing very well, and this is the league table. We're in 10th place. There's, 10 games to go? How many games are there? What is it? 4? Yeah, 10 games to go. 10 games to go on the season. And we are 9 points behind Chorley, who are the team currently occupying 7th place, but they are also the team that we play today. So a victory in this match really inserts us into the playoff mix. Anything other than a victory, and I think we just have to accept that the plan all along was finish mid-table, and we've probably already got that in the bag with 52 points on the board. We're well clear of the relegation zone. We certainly don't need to worry about that anymore. But we are the form team in the division, I imagine. Let's check form over the last 5 games. We are one of the form teams in the division. Kidderminster are actually in better form than we are, but there's a few other teams who are playing as well as we are currently. We've just got to keep it going. And Chorley, like I say, massive, massive game. So we need to beat them. And of course, the best way for you to do your bit and help support the boys along to beating Chorley is to like the video. If we can get 5,000 likes on the video, that'd be super duper. It really helps in the algorithm. Say hello down there as well in the comments. Say, come on, Kev, let's beat Chorley, or words to that effect. It all really does help with keeping the momentum of the series going the way we want to keep our form going. And both are going really rather well right now. And I'd like that to continue forever. So this is our team. Who the hell's that in goal, I hear you ask? Fair question. We've actually done a little bit of transfer shuffling since the last episode. Just 1 in, 1 out. We sold our backup goalkeeper, Nika Leibert-Hines, and went to Shrewsbury for 1.6k, £1,600. And then that freed up the budget to bring in Jaden St. Paul, who was a goalkeeper, still is a goalkeeper, was previously at Norwich, hadn't shown up on our scout reports before, but did appear around about the time the offer for the other guy came in, and he's ever so slightly better than Callum Hawkins. So he's got the nod. He's playing in goal for us at the moment, potential future League 2 goalkeeper. We are starting to get a half dozen or so players now who could potentially be part of this team all the way up into the Football League. And he is definitely one of them in goal. So he will play today. So St. Paul in goal, a back 4 of Brown Rice, which, yeah, I get it. Brown Rice, that's food, isn't it? Some people have said that in the comments too. I've not picked up on that. Brown Rice, Okagbu and Lewis Brown at right back. Cornish and Chong then together in midfield as usual. Deadfield, Thomas and Marsh Brown behind Andrew, up front. The youngster, Amari Theodros, I know you're all really into him. He has now turned 17, so he's now signed his big boy contract on £40 a week until the end of next season. And he scored his first goal. He got the winning goal, the only goal in our last league game. So he is slowly but surely developing into the player that we all hope he will be, the talisman who leads us to the promised land. So let's get into this match. Enough talk. We need to win the football match. We're in great form. The one worry I've got, it's always a football manager superstition, is obviously I've played through all those in-betweeny bits yesterday, and I've then closed the game and opened it up again to play this match today. So we had a nice little run of form on the old RNG before we've closed it down and opened it up again. What kind of mood is Football Manager going to be in this morning? Is our run of form going to be continuing? You can be certain that if this was an offline save, I would not have closed the game until that run of form was over, because you're just inviting a change in form. But we've grabbed a goal. It's a big, long throw from Brown again. We are getting good at these. We've managed to train set pieces a couple of times on this run as well. And it's made a world of difference to these set pieces. The long throw from Brown, and Andrew is there to head home. I think that was his 18th or 19th goal of the season. He is starting to knock the goals in as well. And it's just all starting to come together. The set pieces are finally working. We've finally got a goal scorer. We've got creative players in the team. We've got a good goalkeeper, a solid back four. It's all moving in the right direction. Thomas now turns and plays it forward, looking for Andrew. Doesn't get anywhere near him, really. It was a pretty poor attempt at a pass. But fingers crossed it's not going to cause us too much problems. Chorley playing it all the way back to their goalkeeper. And we just continue to just hassle them while they've got the ball. This is why we play these high-tempo pressing systems. We don't want teams to have time to settle on the ball. We want to be constantly hassling them and trying to win the ball back and break on them quickly. And that's what we're doing here with Marsh Brown, who crosses to Andrew, and there's his second goal of the game. He's 19th for the season. He is a big aerial threat. We're finally getting these crosses that are the big deal in FM22. We're finally getting crosses working, whether it's from long throws, from corners, or as you see there, from open play. And weirdly, and it seems a little bit counterintuitive to me, the key to us getting crosses working is that we're now playing a little bit narrower. I think I mentioned it in the last episode, in full tactical coach, wearing his coaching shirt mode, I tweaked the tactics slightly. So rather than playing wide, we are now playing with a normal width. And we've really gone back to basics on the system. It's been the big focus of this run of form, really taking off any and all superfluous tactical instructions just to get us doing the basic things right. And one of those was narrow it down a little bit. And since we've been narrowing it down, we are much better in the wide areas. I think because we're not stretching things as much, we're getting more situations like the one you saw there, where we had the marvellous Brown brothers, Lewis Brown and Marsh Brown, were both right up in that area, rather than perhaps one of them being more spread out. And we just get more overlaps, more overloads, and it works well. And it led to a goal there, which was super duper. Right, let's tell the boys they're doing well, because they are. I wouldn't mind a cheeky little glance at the league table. As things stand then, with 9 games to go, 6 points behind Chorley, the team we're playing now. They're the only team that are realistically catchable. There's a 7-point gap between them and Brackley, who are up in 6th place. But we're doing all the right things. If we beat them here and continue on this winning run, you never know. We might just sneak into those playoffs. I am absolutely not anticipating a promotion this season. Even if we make it into the playoffs, which I think is probably still quite unlikely, I don't imagine this run of form is going to continue all the way through to the end of the season. But even if we do make it into those playoffs, I can't see us being good enough to win them this year. But it is all going to be very good experience for next year, and next year is going to be the year. We are going up next year, definitely. Because we're not going to overhaul the team. We're going to tweak. We'll bring in a few key players here and there, but on the whole, it's going to be this core of players who will be a year older. It's the benefit of signing players who are so young. These boys are all going to be a year older, so they'll be a year better. and we'll just bring in a couple of key players where they're needed, and we'll hit the ground running. We'll be in good form from the start next year with a better team. There won't be any of this having to do it all in the second half of the season, and we'll go up as champions next year. That's the plan. A 3-year plan here at Leamington to take them from a bunch of old men who are doing very well in real life and apparently doing very well in some of your saves, but didn't suit the way I wanted to play at all, into a team that is ready to take the step up into the National League, and we'll be there by next season. And are the big clubs starting to notice me yet? Do I have to buy a new training shirt yet? I don't think we're getting any attention just yet from the big clubs. There's no fear of a move anytime soon, I don't think. But that has been a very efficient performance against what is a good Chorley side. They were they still are, in possession of a playoff spot at the moment, but we've just beaten them 2-0. We've narrowed that gap to 6 points. It's on. I will announce it here. We are in the playoff conversation. We just need to keep on winning. Next up, we play Nantwich, who are down in the relegation zone. No excuses. We need another win. So no changes for the Nantwich game then. Why would we? We are in the best form we've ever been in. Let's just keep winning. Oh, it would be lovely just to... I know I'm tempting fate massively here. It would be lovely to have the first episode of the series that is just stress-free, complication-free, just easy couple of wins. I don't think we've had a 2-win episode at any point in the series so far, which is probably a first for the channel. What are we? Episode 15, and I've not had a double win episode. Surely we've got to do that today. If we can't beat Nantwich, we are back out of the playoff conversation again, because we can't afford to be dropping any points unless Chorley go into freefall. But even if they do, there's York and Blythe just above us who are ready to pounce, in a better position than we are. Better goal difference, more points. We need to keep our run of form going, although we do obviously want to keep an eye on Chorley as well to see if they are in bottle job mode. Can't see from there at the moment who they're playing. Long throw from Brown, finds Deadfield. It's Cornish on the edge of the area. Now Brown again with the opportunity to cross. He does. It goes to Marsh Brown. He hits the post. The ball's bobbling around inside the 6-yard box, but nobody's able to apply the finishing touch to put us ahead in this game. And I think despite being the better team in that first half, we are going in at half-time at 0-0, and this is a worry. Point finger, tell them off. Let's do the individual. Needs must. Let's do the individual. I need you to step up and show everyone why we're expected to win this match. Is that the right thing to do? You know, you have the ability to make a difference. Go and prove it. That's probably the better one. Let's really motivate them with pumped fists and get them out there, fired up and motivated and ready to go and win a football match. Brown with a throw again. This time goes shorter to Thomas, who can't find his man, gives the ball away. A little bit sloppy there. We're keeping an eye on him. Theodros is there on the bench, ready to come on if Thomas continues to be sloppy. Thomas again, back to Cornish. And now Brown in a crossing position, but there's no one in the area. He needs someone to make the run. The ball goes to Marsh Brown, who does make the run, but the header is a little bit too high and a little bit too wide. And it's still 0-0. We are banging on the door. Brown now with a low bullet throw, but can't find a Leamington player, but it ends up back with Brown, who is a little bit sloppy himself that time. And it's Cornish again in midfield and all the way back to St. Paul. And now Chong forward to Andrew, who's come very deep here to pick up the ball and try and get something going. Lewis Brown now, the right back. This is what I was talking about before, about the wide players all getting forward now and getting overloads in these wide areas. Chong's gone out there to join as well. We've got 3 players out there on this right wing currently, and now it's Lewis Brown, who is a left footer, hits the in-swinging cross, and Deadfield is there to break the deadlock. What a handy thing it is to have a right footer and a left footer out on that side, because if the right footer can't beat his man and find the cross, he can play it back to the left footer, who can just hit a beauty of an in-swinger for us like that. Doesn't need to beat the man if he can hit a cross like that. And it's a lovely header from Deadfield, who's basically taken it off the head of Elliot Andrew there. But it doesn't matter. I don't care who scores them, as long as they end up in the back of the net. St. Paul with a good save there to keep it at 1-0, but he doesn't make the second save, and it's an immediate reply from Nantwich, and this is not what we wanted to see. It was a good first save from St. Paul. I mean, he does the right things as well. He's pushed it as far wide as he can, but it's just the defence aren't really alert to it. And it comes back in, and he can't get himself back into position quickly enough. And this is disappointing. If we drop points here, Chorley are somewhere on this list, you would think. Maybe they've already played. But either way, the gap drops back out to 8 points again if we bottle this one. And that 8 points with 8 games to go starts to look difficult. As soon as you start getting to the point where you've got as many points as games left, certainly in a promotion race, they start to seem like big mountains to climb. Right, we're going to take off Andrew, who's not had much of a game today. Kelsey Mooney can come on up front to see if he can offer us something a little bit different. We're going to bring Theodros, on in midfield rather than an attacking midfield. Thomas hasn't actually played too badly. Chong, not particularly effective today. And we'll leave it there for now. But what we are going to do is go attacking, because we've got to try and win this match. So get Theodros on in midfield to see if he can create something for us in there. Thomas with a flick on, looking for Mooney, but it was nowhere near him. And it's just, I mean, it was a nothing opportunity, really. 1-1 still. We have been the better team. We are going to be getting frustrated. I'm certainly getting frustrated. I wanted a stress-free episode. I knew I was tempting fate when I talked about it. If you looked at these two matches, there's no way Nantwich should be the team we're struggling against. But here we are. They're down in the relegation zone, and we're really finding it hard to make a breakthrough. St. Paul playing it forward again, looking for Mooney. I mean, it's a very weird situation, but Mooney, if he can get there first, he can. Oh, my word. Did Jake Weaver sign for Nantwich? What have we just seen? Their manager's just walked out, I think. That is, I mean, Mooney's done really well because he's been clonked in the face, but has managed to compose himself immediately to get there ahead of all of the defenders, the goalkeeper, and then turn it in from a tight angle. He's been on the pitch a minute. He's got a concussion and a goal. That's what you call a return. Right. Drop back down the positive. We don't need to be attacking when we're already ahead in the game. 2-1, 15 minutes to go. Let's just not let them back in again from here. We've got this shiny new goalkeeper. Let's not beat him, please. St. Paul lumps it forward, looking for, I think that's Thomas out there on the right-hand side. Or yeah, it was Thomas who drifted out there, just checking the squad numbers at the bottom of the screen. But it is Nantwich who are in again here. And it's another immediate reply. What is happening? That's twice we've finally made the breakthrough, and within a minute, Nantwich are level again. It's like when they decide to, they can just grab a goal, but they don't decide to very often. It's weird that they're down in the relegation zone when they're so comfortable picking holes in our defence. Right, we've got one more substitution to make. We haven't really got an attacking player to bring on. I guess the one change we can make, if we take off Thomas, push Theodros further forward, and then we can put Forsyth on in midfield. Get the captain, the influential player on in there. We've gone attacking. We're demanding more. We've brought on an influential player and moved our most creative player further forward. And there he is with the cross over to Deadfield. There's men in the middle. If you can find him, Mooney is one of them. Can't get the shot away. Forsyth, Theodros, Forsyth again. Brown now. Can he just drive that across the penalty area? He does, and Marsh Brown is there. And we're ahead again for the third time in the game. Nantwich 2. Leamington 3. Marsh Brown has had a very good match. He's been here about a year now and has been a very good signing. And Forsyth's involved. Theodros is involved. I'm claiming this as this is managerial genius with the final substitution. But now we just need to hold on. The last two times we've gone ahead, they've scored immediately. We've gone past what you would class as immediate. Deadfield with the header, can't get onto it, but Brown with the chance to whip another cross in. He's trying to go to the byline. He's looking for that far post where Marsh Brown is. It's a good header, but the keeper pushes it away. And now we've got 5 minutes of time added on at the end of this match. Blythe look like they're dropping points. We're jumping above them as things stand up into 9th place. Oh, my word. That was close. Come on. 50 seconds to go. We are still ahead, but Nantwich are not giving up. It baffles me that they're a team who are looking like they're probably getting relegated this year. They have really given us a battle, and Brown just lumping it into the terracing at the side of this ground, just trying to waste some time. There's 10 seconds left. Brown's got the ball again, and he finds Deadfield. Cornish just lumping it forward. I mean, that was like watching rugby. He's just kicked that to touch as far up the other end of the pitch as he possibly can, and it's worked. Full time, Nantwich 2, Leamington 3. Goodness me, did we make a meal of it. But we have got a crucial win. Let's just check how Chorley got on. So Chorley, I mean, the fixtures are all over the place here. I can't even work out when or where they've played. So let's just look at the league table. That's all. What is this? Why are we looking at the FA Trophy? Goodness me. Right, Chorley drew 1-1 with York. So they're the two teams who are directly above us, have drawn with each other. They're dropping points. Blythe, who are the other team who were above us, I think have lost and dropped points. We've gone above them. So here we are, eight games to go. 6 points behind Chorley and in form. Come on, boys. We've just got to get the job done now. We'll be back tomorrow as ever for the final couple games of the season, and hopefully we'll still be in a position to get ourselves into the playoffs, which is ridiculous if you look back a couple of days ago. But that form, that team, what a bunch of players we've got. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.